that it works pretty well, but it only cracks the door open, and it doesn't always crack the door open. Where do you go from there?
No, tell me a little bit more. So what do you mean by crack the door open?
Well,
and how does it apply to your, if you don't mind talking about your guys' relationship? No?
You should have warned him. I was like, I should probably tell him not to talk when we get there.
Lean in, baby.
Give me a little something.
No. It's
A hypothetical.
yeah. I'm fine talking about it, but yeah. How are you doing? You know, it usually that is my go-to communication to open up, to facilitate some opening and conversation. But it's not always met with, oh my God, you know, thank you so much for asking me. I feel like this is sometimes it's like, you know, but
I'm fine.
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
Yeah,
So
well,
it's-
I'm fine.
So what comes up for you when he's attempting or trying to, you know, kind of find out what's going on in your inner world and maybe you're not in that space, like what's kind of going on within you where you're not quite ready to open the whole door up to him?
It just takes more than that.
Okay.
It just takes more than that.
What does it take?
Attunement and connection.
Okay.
Right? Like words are like, okay, good effort, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know.
That is so yummy.
So what are your if you don't mind, are you familiar with languages of love, that whole thing? Yeah. So what are when you talk about attunement and connection, as a woman, knowing that every woman is unique, what is the thing that he could do or does or could do more of that would make you feel safe and attuned to, and you know what is it for you, if you don't mind?
Yeah, no,
sharing?
I don't.
Okay.
For me, it's quality time, and for me that takes in the shape of play.
What was it?
Play.
Play. Got
Play.
it. Yeah.
Ease, grace, play, like flowing conversation, like you know, not like stuff and things and musts and actions and what we have to do, but more like an easeful play of just like taking a walk today all day and just like running around like that to me. And then he doesn't have to ask how I'm doing. Honestly, he should just know.
We'll get there. I'm sure you're not alone in feeling that way.
God, like, can't you tell?
Yeah, it's like duh. Yeah. So what I'm hearing you're speaking to is a kind of an emotional intimacy that has a flow to it. It's like water, right? It's like there's all these things that we do in activity, and the doing and the disconnected doing is just our lives, right? But where you're speaking to, and I appreciate you bringing it up, is the feminine principle to me is about that kind of emotional intimacy dance. And you have to be present in the moment in order for that to happen, right? There's got to be presence in the body, there's got to be presence in the heart, and then it becomes this, there's a fluid thing that goes beyond thinking and goes beyond the mind, right? And really...
That's exactly right, Craig.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Basically, like, if you want that attunement and that connection, then first you show up for it, and then you're naturally going to have it.
Right.
So words can be one way. Maybe that is true for some people. For me, that's not going to get me there. That's just like, it's just like, I don't know, it'd be like doing the dishes. You're like, congratulations, but I'm not going to have sex with you just because you did the dishes, right? Like, you need to show up, right? So like, that works for me, and that could be somewhat universal, but I think everybody has their own way.
Sure. Thanks for sharing it.
Yeah, I like the way you said that.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts based on what she's sharing and?
Well, having a long distance relationship, oftentimes.
Do you guys have long distance
We do.
relationship?
I live farther north, so maybe it's not worth asking. Maybe I just say, hey, I'll be there next week, and fuck them, because I can't be in the place with play. I can't say, hey, let's go for that walk right now. It just seems kind of pointless in that situation. Maybe there needs to be more space in that space. I don't know.
I would just say show up ready to take a walk. That's what I'm saying.
In 4 days?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Just show up ready to be more present, and if that means do like a little meditation, show up ready to actually interact.
And beautiful. And one just addition to that, just because I think it's really helpful to provide tools for couples. So when you show up to hang out, so how often do you guys, like, what's your flow like as a couple?
Right now it's actually quite a bit. Usually every
Couple
every
days,
week.
every week. Oh, just like once a week or something. Oh God, it's you live. Where do you live?
4 hours north.
Oh God, so you're quite a bit north. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. So because there's space between you, it oftentimes can be, it's hard to drop in right away to that emotional space. It oftentimes, with couples who are trying to do long distance and aren't having daily contact, it takes longer to bridge that gap. And so what I would recommend for you guys is when you get together, right away, you sit down together and hold hands, touch each other in some way, and you breathe together. You meditate together. You feel each other's hands and presence, also connecting with your own self and your own breath, and starting to set a foundation for your time together that we're dropping the fuck in together right off the bat, and we're going to be in that place of connection. But when we're trying to go from not seeing each other for a week and catching up, we can be operating like in this level, and really what you guys are looking for is deeper presence and intimacy. So give yourself the gift of either together or separately dropping into presence, into your being. I think the best thing would be together when you first see each other. And spend 15 minutes just breathing and holding hands and just feeling into each other in that space, and then that'll easily translate into much more present connecting. So that's just one idea, but whether it's meditating together or going for a walk right away together or doing both, you are setting a priority to have like present, intimate time together, right? Not just hanging out, you're really connecting on that deeper level. So yeah, that's just one suggestion I have.
Okay,
But it does make it harder though when you're not having daily contact. So couples can get in these spaces where they're not seeing enough of each other, and then couples get in spaces where we're seeing our partners every day and we live with them, and that can become a whole thing too, where we start to take each other for granted and check out more. So like both can be issues, right? Thank you guys for sharing. Appreciate it. It's so good to get like real life stuff, real life example. Thank you.
That's a great example too.
Great example.